Grüezi miteinander. Yet again, I find myself trying to live up to Martin's kind introduction. Right, so my name is Alex, and I work at some company that's not really important. I'm part of a non-profit collective called 2123, and what we do is educational games and other projects more or less related to learning stuff in tech. Today I'm here with Lodash Quickdraw. Some of you were already here at the last session of a Quickdraw game. It was a CSS Quickdraw last Christmas. Wonderful for you to come back. It means it wasn't that bad. So what's a Quickdraw? Just a quick recap. In the Wild West, it was a means of settling disputes. There would be a standoff, like you, your opponent, you would have guns, and then you would draw that guns, and then whoever's the fastest would shoot the other person to death, and would be the winner by default. So that's the quick draw, right? You have to be quick, and you have to draw your weapon. Hope no blood will be shed here today, unless you get very, very enthusiastic in fighting for the prizes that Martin told us about. Today, Lodash will be your Colt 45, and who has used Lodash? Could you raise your hand? Okay, a few people. But you have an idea what Lodash is, right? So you'll be writing JavaScript and you'll be using Lodash helpers trying to solve Lodash puzzles. So I recommend you, first of all, have a laptop, because mobile experience is really, I mean, we did our best trying to make it as approachable as possible, but it's far from being great, to be honest. So I would recommend you using a laptop, or you could center around the person in your vicinity that has a laptop and would be so kind to share their laptop. And I recommend having this page open at all times, because, of course, we're going to be using in our puzzles the nastiest Lodash helpers that no one knows about, and maybe after tonight's quiz you will learn about a few darker corners of Lodash, which is still used quite widely, isn't it? Now, I'll do a demo so you can understand what's going on, but basically, for those of you who already use Lodash, you'll be just writing methods, Lodash helpers inside the chain, as if you already had a chain wrapped around some data, which would be the puzzle data, with a tailing value call. But again, I'll give you a demonstration because that's a mouthful. And again, it's not just for nothing. Of course, it's the victory that matters, not the participation. We'll all be fighting for the prizes, courtesy of Martin here. We try to open source as much as possible. 99% of our stuff is open source and available on this GitHub profile. Now, without further ado, we'll start the Lodash Quickdraw. So if you just go to this address, 2123.io, in your browsers, what you're gonna see is something like this. There is a link, join game, at the very bottom. So just right here, underneath.
What is the URL again?
2123.io.
It's really hard to remember.
Yeah, it's 7 characters.
I can only remember 5.
Okay, we'll make a shortened version next time. So you click join game, and then, okay, I'm already logged in, but what you're gonna see 4 OAuth providers to choose from. And you can use GitHub or Google, or what else do we actually have here? Yeah, Twitter, thank you. And if you want to stay anonymous, you can choose the rightmost provider, which we just generate a silly name for you. And then we'll have a fun time trying to find out who has to win the prize by calling out this silly name. And then you're going to see this screen. And there are 4 parts on this screen. And let me just start one puzzle here. Oh, we have quite a few participants. Oh, that's very nice. That's all of you there. 22 people joined. That's very nice. That's very wow. Okay, so let me just do a quick demo. We can all do the first one together. Why not? So that's the first puzzle. And for those of you who are already in the game, you should see the countdown. And now you see the puzzle data. Let me zoom it up a bit. Right? If you're still connecting, don't worry, you can jump in when the game is already in progress. So what is this about? Here on the left, you see some data. It's an array of simple flat objects. And then on your right, you see the objective. That's what you need to transform the puzzle data into by writing some code in this text area here. Like I'm saying, you already have your Lodash methods chained, so you can already start typing, and you will see evaluation result in real time. For instance, I wrote map here, and I can do map, and let's say I want all threes, right? So I'm mapping every element to a 3. No wonder I got all threes. You see the result of evaluation on your right. So eventually, it has to match the objective, right? And of course, you can write multiple methods here. So you can do a filter. You can do all everything that Lodash has version 4. You have here, and you can chain it as much as you like. There are, of course, a few precautions taken against cheating. Right, so just open the docs, use Lodash helpers, but if you don't want to, and if you don't know any Lodash, you can still use plain vanilla JavaScript. But then people who know Lodash helpers would have fewer characters to write, and it would be to their advantage. Okay, let's see how you're managing. And okay, we have one solution. There it is in 39 characters, just a bit over 100 seconds by a Martin Split. Who might that be? Probably.
Damn it, I should have authorized something different.
Yeah, an unknown Lone Ranger of Lodash. So let's solve this one, right? Let's solve this one. What you got here is, okay, you have a few numbers. You see that you have numbers in the age field of every object. So why not map over this field? And you can do it in many ways, right? You don't. You can write an arrow function here, but you can also just do this, right? The property name. That's a shortcut. So you get all ages. But that's too much, and in the wrong order. So what do you do? Okay, now it's frozen.
It's frozen. No.
Yeah. No.
Frozen yogurt.
No, something is wrong. All right, time is up. Okay, I talked for too long. That's okay. That's a lesson for me to learn. Doesn't matter at all. We have three winners here who actually managed to solve this puzzle. Well done. But I'm going to show you the solution anyway, because you know not everyone's playing, and I know you're still curious. So you could do this. I don't know how well it can be seen. You map over the age property, then you had age 14 twice there. That's why you can use unique to get rid of duplicates. That's the fastest way. You can, of course, filter, or you can do whatever you want. Every puzzle can be solved in a multitude of ways. And then you see that the sequence is in the wrong order, so you just reverse it. And that's it. So that's the kind of cruel and unfair puzzles that we're going to be solving today. If you have any questions now, that would be the time to ask them. Otherwise, well, I think the idea is more or less clear. So we can proceed to... So yeah, you can use vanilla JavaScript. Just functions, objects, conditions. No what? You can use lambdas. Yeah, yeah. It's ES6. It's run in Electron, so it supports ES6 to a certain extent. Okay, so I only have 5 puzzles for you today because I would want to be the last person standing between you and the barbecue. So let's take it to the second puzzle. And if you're braced and ready, I'm going to start it now. So this one, you see that the timeout, you have 3 minutes to solve it, and we see how people are typing or not typing in real time there in the participants list. So what we have here, we got an array of numbers, integers, positive and negative, and we have another array that we kind of want to get somehow by transforming the original array. Again, using Lodash helpers in this way or another. And if you look at the arrays, you can notice that we got rid of all the negative numbers in the resulting array. No more negative numbers, they were all replaced with zeros. And then you see that the larger integers, okay, we have a solution. Just under a minute, like a few tens of seconds, okay, another solution. And you see they have different number of characters, which is always fun because that means that they are probably different or just maybe padded with spaces. And 35 and 29, 67 seconds. Right, so you see that all the integers are kind of capped from above, like larger numbers over 100 became 100, numbers below 0 became 0. So how can you do that? There's, of course, a simple way of doing it without using any Lodash except for the map function that you have readily available. A bit over a minute left, and someone is frantically typing there already at 85. Yes, nice, and that solves it. 82 characters, very nice. Let's see how else we're doing. Okay, we have another solution here. Yeah, okay, this one is better. This one is already solved by 5 participants. We still have 40 seconds. Okay, another solution and yet another one. Very well done, just half a minute left. Okay, that's nice. Like, you know, you saw a slew of solution, you know, just cropping up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's our green list, and we have 9 people who drew and shot, and yeah, I think we do. Yeah, for this one we do. So we can actually see some of the solutions.
Oh no.
All right. Okay.
Vanilla will go home.
Yeah, Vanilla will go home. Okay, that's some weird clipping issue when I zoom it. That's weird. Yeah, so that's of course. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I told you. This is not banned. This is not against the rules. Plain vanilla for the win. That's okay. I would like to see this one. It's 138 characters. Wow. Oh, it's even indented. It's production ready. It's for. This is very nice. That's very neat. Okay. So, wow. Where are they? Okay. Let's go to the third puzzle now. And they're getting more and more difficult, unfortunately, but yeah, it won't be easy. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, yet another array. And the puzzle is called cybersecurity. And what could that be about? You have your password. I hope it's not your password. As 5 elements, 5 digits here in the first array, and they are 5 asterisks, and we already have a solution. Wonderful. You're getting faster. I mean, that's nice. You warmed up, and it took Olga only 19 seconds to find a solution to that. That's impressive. So numbers became asterisks, but the strings remained intact. How did that happen, right? You see, like the string my password is became my password is, but all the numbers became asterisks. Again, probably there is a vanilla JavaScript solution to that. But then again, it takes a bit of typing, and in this game, fractions of a second may decide who walks home with a prize promised by Martin. Okay, we have 1 minute and a half left. 11 solutions, amazing, 11 solutions so far. And they're all in different number of characters, ranging from 19 to 93. Yeah, if you indent your code and give identifiers nice names, well, that's good, but no one is going to review your code, right?
This goes into production. I don't know what you mean.
No, I know. It doesn't. That's the point. And tonight you can relax. You can write crappy code.
Never.
Everything you dreamt of. You can use tabs, spaces, and. Okay, just 45 seconds left. 13 solutions. What? You can't edit?
No, once you solve it, you're unable.
Oh yes, right. Well, exactly. Once you solve it, unfortunately, it blocks you. But actually, we don't take the length of the solution into account, just your time. So don't worry about that. Yeah, the length is just for displaying purposes. It's just. Yeah, of course, it's nice to play a bit of code golf and make a solution shorter, but maybe we'll make it possible in future revisions. Okay, and we're done. And let's see the solutions. Okay, I want to see the shortest one. In 56 seconds, this one, oh my god, what's with the clipping? Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh, okay, that's JavaScript. This is JavaScript, ladies and gentlemen. It's just plus X, and then you, oh my god, and this you, one greater sign. And it still worked, huh? Okay, let's see one of the longer ones. Well, this one. Okay, again, very nice code.
Yeah.
Production ready, okay. Just some random one. Okay, this was the first solution. This was the fastest. And it's actually using Lodash. Thank you very much. Great. So what's our proposed solution? I think I forgot to show the one for the previous one. Okay, doesn't matter. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So this one, you can actually just use the fill function. That's like the native array fill that fills the array from some index, in this case 1, to another index, and you can use negative indices to kind of wrap around the end of the array. So you just fill everything except the very first element and the very last element of the array with asterisks using the fill method. Yeah. So this is that's just shorter, but yeah, of course it's hard to think of fill when there is such time pressure. Anyway, I like how there are more and more solutions with each puzzle, even though they are getting harder and harder. So we only have 2 left. don't want to always have my time boundaries. So flex your fingers a bit, so just because so you can type faster and all that. And we're starting now. Yeah, okay. So that's another password puzzle, I'm afraid. But now you have to do the hacking, and you have to replace the asterisks with the numbers. And arguably that's a bit more difficult. But the veterans of the previous password puzzle could already think of something. Again, vanilla JavaScript solution. Probably there will be one nicely indented from the same person who does it for every puzzle. And yeah, Lodash could help a bit too in this one. People typing, lots of characters. Someone's already approaching 100. 0 solutions so far. So this one's a hard one. Who can solve it? Who's going to be the fastest now? I tried keeping track of the names of the fastest hands tonight, but I have no idea at the moment who is at the top, with the aggregated score. Okay, we have a solution from Martin Split.
Can't edit it now.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's 74 seconds, 39 characters, a bit faster than Wicked Chuck Horn. Yeah, we have a protection against that. If you just try to return a value, or there were inventive players at one of the sessions who wrote a reduce function that always reduces to the solution. Okay. So that's amazing. I mean, that's very creative. We said, well done, and introduced cheating protection. Okay, so 50 seconds left. Okay, nice. 8 people solved. 8 players, 8 wonderful Lodash coders solved it, again, in a variety of character lengths in their solutions. This is just wonderful. We have a solution in 51 characters and 22, 27, anything you want. So basically, what you could do here in the remaining 20 seconds is just map, I guess, right? And map, and then depending on the content, or if it's asterisk or not, you could do something. Or maybe you could be a bit cleverer and use the index, because again, like with the field from 1 to -1, there is something you can do here with the indices. But let's see how it's solved by the top Lodashers tonight. Okay, so Martin was the fastest, and I swear he doesn't have any affiliation with 21, 23 whatsoever, and doesn't have any access to the puzzle contents before the game. And that's how he did it. Phil, okay.
The braces are pointless there, to be honest. But okay.
Yeah, so it could be improved. Yeah, the ones around I. But Phil, that struck a nerve, right, with the previous one. So you had to use Phil. That's okay. That's very.
I listened to you.
Thank you. Okay, let's see another one. This one, perhaps. Okay.
Right.
That's wonderful. That's an awesome vanilla JavaScript solution. You see what's going on there, right? You just compare if it's an asterisk or not, and the function in the map, right? It accepts 2 arguments: the element, which is x here, and the index, which is y. So we can use the index. You can just return the index, which just conveniently coincides with the number that you have to replace the asterisks with. Well, I mean, someone managed to notice that. That's very, very bloody impressive. Okay, so it's time for the last one. I could show you the intermediate results, but I think I'm going to keep them secret until the very last moment, if you don't mind. Right, okay. So the very last final, last ultimate final problem is save the queen. It's a bit, like, let's breathing it up a bit. So here we go. Right, what the hell is that? Now we have an array, and somehow, as a result, we have an object. So how do you build objects out of arrays? No idea. But you can see here that certain elements of the array became the keys, that is God and the are the keys now, whereas other elements of the array became the values. And the exclamation mark kind of went walking. So how do you do that? How do you build an object based on keys and values in Lodash? And I'm gonna drop you a hint, maybe. Well, or is it too early? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. No, we don't have any solutions. Oh, that's the last one. That's the hardest one. That's the most. That's the really well, the evil puzzle in tonight's set. So okay, maybe let me just give you a hint, if I may. You have this wonderful thing called from pairs. And it might help you, because you see here, you just need to supply arrays of 2 values each, right? The first element of the array is the key, the second is the value, and it builds an object of an array of such arrays, right? Basically, they're tuples, they're key value pairs. Right, so that's from pairs. I don't know if you can see it clearly. Oh, that's not too bad. Right. Okay, we have one solution. We have one solution. 28 characters, a bit under 100 seconds. Is there a problem?
Yeah, I mean, I might be blind, but this looks.
Oh yeah, right. You don't see it, but you still have the exclamation mark here. It's just it doesn't. I'm sorry. That's on us.
Okay.
It's undefined. You see, the value is undefined, so that's why you don't see it.
Right. Cool.
Okay, we still have just one solution. Well, yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. And there is one glitch that Martin has just encountered. You see that this pesky exclamation mark, you can still retain it. Okay, two solutions. Okay, now it worked. You can still have the exclamation mark in the resulting object, and you could write it all correctly and all, but still it could be there invisible because the value would be undefined. Okay. Okay, so we have two solutions. Let's see what they are. Let's see this one, 28 characters. Yeah, take 4, chunk 2, and from pairs. That's a Lodash one-liner. That's how it goes. That's what you see in those Stack Overflow answers that are most upvoted. And how did Martin do here? Basically, yeah, slice from 0 to 4. That's a more of a, a classic.
It works though.
It does. I mean, I don't have anything against. Well, I don't have any preference really to slice or slice of 4. It's just that the latter is a bit shorter. Yeah. Okay. So our recommended solution for this one is something like what we had from the player here. You have chunk, which creates from the array sub-arrays of the specified length. So you had an array. If you do chunk 2, you will have arrays of length 2, right? And if if there are not enough elements in the array for the last chunk, that it just dropped. So in our case, that would mean that the exclamation mark is dropped. Let me just show you that. Right? So we would have an array with God and save, and then the and queen. Right? An exclamation mark goes away, so we have 2 arrays, and then we can just pass it to from pairs. Actually, no need for drop right, I think. And that's it. And that's it. Yeah, okay, that was a hard one. That was a hard one. But now we can find out who was the fastest Lodash hand tonight. And I think it's also the prize time. So, the fastest. Okay. Martin, I think you don't have to look or go very far to give the winner a prize.
No, I disqualified because I'm an organizer. Wah, wah.
Okay.
I cheated.
You
I
cheated.
organized this meetup.
Okay, so
Alright.
the second fastest was someone known as Wicked Chuck Horn. And that's the guy there on back.
That's back there. Yeah.
Congrats.
Do you want socks, a t-shirt, or a ball?
It's a shiny one.
Have a ball with this
Wait,
ball.
wait.
Should I? Woo! I hope there's more than one because I want one too. Anyway, now that I know that I qualify. No, okay, yes. So the next one is Sebi.
Sebi.
Who is that? That's you. Do we have more balls than this now? Yes, we do. We have balls. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
We have balls,
Moving on.
socks, or shirts.
Which one do you want?
Which size? We haven't.
Yeah, lucky me. Now I get to like figure out the t-shirt sizes. S. No. Right? Then we have Alicia. Am I blind? Ah, there you go. Sorry. What of the three possibilities do you wish for? Which size?
Oh, it's getting. That's
No, it's coming
I don't
over.
have S left. Or,
What?
Oh, that could
Are
be
you
S.
kidding me? That is S. Hoopa! Oh, great. That's amazing. Good skill, Martin. Then we have Aran. That's you. What do you like to get? Yeah, you have the choice is t-shirt, ball, or socks from Elastic. You take the ball. Okay.
Ready?
Most favorite swag for the night, huh? Then we
Those
have
are nice balls.
Yeah. Oh God, this sounds so wrong. We keep saying bad things in English. Tilo, Haas, that's you. What do you want from the three possible? Socks. Why is
Socks are really
I know.
Well,
like every conference, like.
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Where are you playing on your phone? That's
Well,
impressive.
okay, then,
That's impressive. Who was playing on their phones?
Jordi, you were playing on your phone as well, right? Phone, yes. Did you play on your phone? Did you play on your phone? Okay. So
Wow.
the phone people,
Respect.
because, you know,
That's-
they're like jet lag and handicapped kinda.
I have no idea how to.
I have 3 books to give away. One is Coda Matrix, if you're interested in, you know, measuring throughput and productivity. I have High Performance JavaScript, and I have Secrets of the JavaScript Ninja. If you're interested in any of these books, let me know. I'm not gonna throw them. Okay? Cool. Keep going. Well, who's the next?
Oh, that would be Moreno.
Moreno.
Coach?
Wait a minute. Is that one of your coworkers or something? It's like
Zit daar volgens een brief gebeurd? Ja, nog die links op.
that makes sense. I see. Okay. Then we have Olga. What of the 3 possible prices would you like to have? T-shirt. People, listen. Okay, the options for prices are T-shirt, socks, or a ball that lights up if you did a ball. Throw it. Careful. Do not. I think we're not insured. Now that I think about it. So who's Wicked Dog Cassidy?
Wicked Dog Cassidy. Oh, that's a Western
That's
name.
over there. Sorry? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Which of the 3 prices? Socks. I see like there's the socks board. So if we had a Kibana dashboard, we could now like see a hotspot for socks over there. And last but not least, well, no, Alexei, I'm sorry. Organizers disqualify.
Oh, man.
So Yevgenia Tokareva is over there. Socks, t-shirt, or ball? T-shirt. What size?
Small, we still have Zell.
Yeah, it's true. We have L or XL. So if if you want a nightgown or pajamas. What else do we have? If we don't do that, then a little low on prices then. So L, I guess. Or maybe if you get a shipment of socks, okay, that's even better.
That's going to be hard.
Go for it. Go for it. I know that you're playing hand. Do the thing. Yes. Woo! Okay, big round of applause to all winners. Thank you so much.
Was it fun? Yeah?